Hi, I'm Megan, CEO and founder of Swift Paws. I'm super excited to bring you our first Chase update. I am here with Stephanie and Ray Catania of Catania Product Development. Thank you guys so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So we are currently in the prototyping lab at Groundswell Startups, which is where Swift Paws and Catania and a number of other amazing startups call home. And we are gonna dive right in. So the response from launching Chase just about a week ago has been amazing. Our videos have been viewed over 500,000 times. So many of you are super excited to help us bring our most affordable version ever to life. And that's why I'm here with these guys. So Catania is one of my very best resources. They help me with product development, engineering, and design for injection molding. And they are honestly not only a great resource, but being local, we can get together like this and go hands-on as we prototype and bring things to life. So I thought that it'd be great to have them here because some of your questions got a little technical and we'll dive into those. Before we do though, a few of the questions are a little bit more simple and I'll just address them right off the bat. So some of you are asking about Chase as a kit. Do they need to order 1, 2, 3? Chase, like all of our lure coursing kits, is a complete kit. So you're gonna get the main motorized unit, you're gonna get 3 field pulleys and everything else that you need to start running. Also, somebody asked about pre-ordering and when to expect it. Chase doesn't exist yet. We are still working on it. We've got a lot of the development partway there, but there's still a ways to go. Our goal is to ship it in time for the holidays this year, and we're bringing you along for the journey, so stay tuned to these updates. But basically, that's our goal, is to ship it later this year in time for the holidays. Some people ask about the app control. So if you don't have a phone or you're not comfortable using an app to control the device, you will be able to order the controller that we have, the physical remote controller, and we will offer that to you later before Chase is shipping. If you hear some doggy wrestling going on, Groundswell is dog friendly and we have our own dogs here with us in the lab today, so don't mind them. All right, somebody asked if pulleys will be available for add-on. Absolutely, you'll be able to order more pulleys. You can also set any of our kits up in a straight line or around a field. And unfortunately, we do not currently ship worldwide. Somebody asked about international shipping. We can only ship to the lower 48 states at the moment, but we hope to do that in the future. Another person asked how it compares to the original, and somebody said their dog needs something faster than 20 miles an hour. So Chase can run courses up to 100 feet long at speeds up to 20 miles an hour. If you need bigger or faster, we have got plenty of other products. Check them out at swiftpaws.com. All right, guys. The first question, how will something wall-powered work outside?
You can use an extension cord. You could use a power supply. There's lots of different methods. Maybe in the design we can include the option for you to purchase a power supply, or just the mere fact that it's just a barrel plug on the side of it. You can get any sort of power supply that puts out the voltage that's necessary. There's already a lot of on the market products for that.
So we'll basically let everybody know what the specifications are, what the power requirements are, and then you could go and buy something off the shelf if you wanted to take it with you somewhere where you didn't have access to an outlet.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so Ashley and the Corgis asks, can the new Chase hold a badger toy on the line or just the bag type? So we've got one of our critters here. We have these little stuffing-free critter animals, and this is actually the pulley that Catania developed for us. This is our brand new pulley. And so it looks really small, but it has this really big window. So anything that can pass through the window, you can run with. So if I were to take my badger toy and he was on the line, he has literally no problem going through the pulley. So as long as it fits through the pulley, you can play with it. All right. Somebody asked, how will it lay still when used indoors? Outdoors, you stake it into the ground, but how are we going to figure out how to tether this indoors?
So that's a great design challenge there. We've thought of quite a few different ways. Some of those are a suction cup base that you can attach the tether to. Another method we can use is basically there's soft cure silicones that we can make a pad with that on the back of it that'll stick to surfaces that are flat like a tile, but it's textured too much to use a suction cup on.
Oh, okay.
So the idea here is we're going to work on different accessories that can go with it to provide you the attachment features you need for different base materials.
Yeah, so a customer could get a kit for maybe just the attachment points if they have carpet, or if they have hardwood, or if they have tile.
Yep, and we're going to work out those design details. It's all part of it.
So one of the cool things about the way you're doing this is we haven't developed all of our requirements with you yet.
Right.
So we've only developed the initial concept requirements, which got us through the concept. So now we're in that point where we're developing all these next requirements. So it's really fun to be doing it this way and saying, okay, yeah, we have a requirement to be on carpet and tether in this method.
Exactly, and one thing we need from everybody who is backing this and pre-ordering, let us know where you plan to play. And that's going to help us learn what options we need to develop to give you the chance to play wherever you're planning to play and what that surface is. So we are going to be sending out surveys, by the way, to all of our backers, and those surveys are going to ask questions like that, and your feedback is going to help us make sure that this is everything it needs to be. All right? And another question from somebody is, this looks amazing. Is it durable enough for a 100-pound hound, this is by Ruby Ridgeback, to chase and potentially grab the lure or line?
So that's interesting. The lure and the line are exactly the same as the rest of the SwiftPaws products, which we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of testing on those. Customers have had them for years, and they've proven to be durable for that. The things that are going to be changing is mainly just the actual motor and housing, and that's where we're going to put time into the design process and into the testing process to make sure that it's not only durable enough for any pet to use, but also safe.
Yeah, exactly. And so this enclosed design is one of the biggest safety features that we have. So not only on the pulleys, but if your dog were to step on it, right, there's no moving part on the top, so your dog's not going to come into contact with the part that's spinning. Same thing with our tethers, right? They're always tethered. So if your dog runs into the pulley or the main unit, it sort of moves out of the way. So we have to balance durability with safety and all of these other things and keep them front of mind all the time. And I think it's one thing that these guys do really well is begin with the end in mind, because, and I think that you can speak to this a minute, how important is it to get that list of requirements up front?
I was going to talk requirements again, but yeah, so as Ray was talking, 100%, that is what we need to do. So we do begin with who the user is, how they're going to be working with that product, and what their environment it is, and the user in this case is the dog.
Yeah, which is
right?
particularly
so
challenging.
That's pretty cool, is to be working with a user that truly can't communicate their needs.
Yeah.
So it is really important for us as a user experience to figure out what is the dog's experience with it and write down all those requirements, which that's our next thing we're going to be doing, is figuring out all those different requirements and things like durability and safety. We already have several of those, but working through that, the deep dive, so we do a user experience deep dive, so in this case, a doggy deep dive, to figure out how the dog is going to be interacting and make sure that it's safe.
And the closer we get to having full working prototypes of everything, the closer we'll get to actually putting it into the hands of some of our earliest backers to test for us. And when the time comes, we'll be reaching out and asking for anybody who's willing to take a little bit of their time to really try it out and give us feedback. And we want this to be a collaborative experience. So thank you guys again so much. Those were just the questions that came in the first week. So I'm sure we're going to get a lot more. We'll be doing more of these and involving some of our other resources, like the ones who are helping us with the website and the marketing and some of the other components of bringing a product like this all the way to market. So thank you all, and thank you, Ray and Stephanie.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.